Hi friends, and welcome back to Growing Mothers. Today we're going to talk about 5 things to do before you start your baby on solids. Alright, so number 1, research. I'm a big researcher. I love just kind of like finding all the sources. I found a ton of amazing Instagrammers, bloggers, there's awesome resources on Pinterest. Really just see what there is out there and see all the different methods of introducing solids, because there really are a lot of different options. And I'll link all of my favorite resources down below. If you have any favorites that I haven't listed, feel free to just message me them and I'll add them to the list so other people can use them as well. 2, figure out a game plan. So for us, that really meant figuring out what we wanted introducing solids to look like. Our pediatrician basically said we could start at 4 months. But for us, that just didn't really feel like a good fit. I know some people do that with great success, and that's awesome. But because Harley had dietary issues early on, I really wanted to make it to that 6-month mark exclusively breastfed, just because there is some research saying that helps them developing better gut health and all of that. So for us, that really was what we decided would work best. But it's not one size fit all, like I said. So really figure out what your game plan is, what's going to work best for your family. Maybe it's purees, maybe it's pouches, maybe it's baby-led weaning, maybe it's a mix of all of that, and you just kind of want to go with the flow. Whatever it is, figure out what's going to work best for your family. And just an encouragement, remember that the first year, breast milk or formula is supposed to be their main nutrition. So food should just be fun. It should be explorative. And that's our goal for him, is to just have this be something that he enjoys. We really want to cultivate a healthy and explorative and exciting relationship with food. So that's our goal, is just to help him love food. It's not so much about nutrition until after they're 1. So it really is just a fun place to start. So another factor for me wanting to wait was that I wanted him to be actually sitting a lot better. I wanted him not on the ground, unassisted, but I wanted him to be sitting in his high chair versus when we first put him in it a month or a month and a half ago. He kind of just slumped to the side a lot. So he wasn't really holding himself up. So I wanted him to be sitting really well before he got to have food. And he's sitting so much better already. And I know in 2 more weeks he's just going to be sitting even better. And I think that for us is what we wanted to do with food. Obviously that's up to everyone. But that's just what I personally feel was a good idea for us, was to have him actually sitting really well. So now that he's sitting better, and we're getting so close to introducing solids, I just feel we're giving him a really solid foundation to just thrive with food. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, number 3, prep and buy the necessary supplies. So I just want to preface this by saying, you really don't have to go out and get all the baby bowls, baby cups and all that. You can just use plastic bowls or plastic cups, whatever you got. That's totally fine. But for us, we wanted to make it fun, and I think they're so cute. I just couldn't resist getting some things. But I'm just going to really quick share what we've got in prep for food. And again, I'll link some of those down below. These aren't sponsored. These are just a lot of it stuff I found on Amazon or small shops or wherever I could. But this is the stuff that we've kind of been collecting and preparing for him. Alright, so we have these super cute little bibs. I have a couple different ones, but I love the silicone bibs because they've got the little pockets. They're so easy to clean. They kind of catch food if it drops in, and because it's food grade silicone, he kind of likes to gnaw on his bib already. We've been practicing getting him in it. But yeah, super cute, super clean, super easy to just wipe down. Easy is good. Easy is great, actually. Okay. We also have a couple little plates like this. I like this one just because it's divided into categories or compartments, and it also has the suction, so it literally suctions on, and then you can't they can't pull it off, which is a really nice thing, because sometimes babies throw stuff, and if the thing they're throwing is food, it's not great. So yeah, that's a super cool thing. And then we got this sweet little set. It matches my coffee cup. I'm really happy with it. But it's this little sippy cup, and it screws on. I like that it screws on. Super easy to clean, and he loves it. We've just given it to him to kind of hold and get used to. So cute. We're probably gonna need another one. And it came with these bowls and little like silverware as well. And then the last thing that we got that I really, really recommend is silicone, like the soft plastic spoons. Especially for baby-led weaning, where you're letting them feed themselves. You want to go with something really soft, because he like will hand it to him to just like play with, and he's already like stabbed himself in the throat a couple of times. So soft is great. These I think were just off Amazon. Super easy, super bendy. He can chew on it. He can throw it at me and it won't hurt that bad. Hopefully he doesn't do that. But yeah, super easy, super cute. Of course, I love my neutral colors. But yeah, so that's just some stuff that we've gotten to really like start him on his like eating journey. We're really excited about it. Number 4, start getting your baby used to the stuff that you bought for eating. So for us, what that looks like is sitting him down in his high chair and giving him a plate to like play with, or a bowl to play with, or his spoon. But yeah, just letting him get used to the items. The sippy cup, we've actually like given him breast milk in the cup. You can put some breast milk or formula in a bowl and let him mess with that. And yeah, like 90% of it's gonna end up on him or on the floor. But it just lets them get really familiar with the items. So we've been doing the same thing with the bib and just putting the bib on him and letting him get used to that feeling. So when we start introducing food, it's not going to be like all of this new stuff at once, overstimulating. The only thing that's really going to be new for him is the food, because we feel like that's enough to introduce him to that's new at one time. So yeah, practice getting him in the high chair, practice getting them used to the plate and the bowls and the sippy cup, and you can do breast milk popsicles. You can do like breast milk cubes and those little pouches, the mesh pouches for fruit. We're going to get some of those as well. And just letting them practice before you actually start introducing the food, I feel like helps set them up really well to succeed. Okay, last but not least, start thinking about what kind of food you want to introduce first. So I think we're going to go with probably avocado, because it's soft, it doesn't have to be cooked, and it's not too sweet. I don't want to start them in anything too sweet, because then I've heard that sometimes you have issues then introducing like vegetables and stuff. So we're probably going to stick with more vegetables or the less sweet fruit at first, and then expand more. Start figuring out what food you want to do. I recommend getting like a food journal or a chart or something to use to track what food they're trying, when they're trying it, if they have any reactions, like if they have an allergic reaction, or even just like their reaction in terms of like, ew, like I don't like this, or like funny faces, or if they really like something. I want to keep track of all of that. There are tons of like online resources on like first foods to try, whether you're doing purees or baby-led weaning. And there's just so many charts and like blogs and awesome resources. So again, I'm going to link some of those down below, the ones that have helped me the most. But yeah, those are my 5 tips for prepping before you start solids with your baby. And I really just feel like it's such an intentional way to step into this. And I think that's something that we're really working on, is intentionally making choices with him. And I'm really excited to see his reaction to food. It's been really hard waiting this long, but it's going to be so worth it seeing like how excited he gets. And knowing that I feel way more comfortable with him at this stage, sitting more in control of his hands, more in control of his swallowing reflex. I just feel way better offering him food now than I would have 2 months ago. So I'm really excited, and we will definitely check back in once we start. I'm probably going to film some of his reactions because I think it's going to be really cute. But yeah, that's all for today, friends. Thanks so much for joining us. If you like my video, please like and subscribe down below. And as always, we love to hear from you. Thanks so much for being here. Until next time, bye.